So, Marvel Zombies comes out next week. Marvel animation, and goddamn, for once, it actually looks really damn cool. I usually skip the Marvel animated stuff, but this looks insane. You got Thanos, you got Scarlet Witch, you got Spider-Man smacking some shiz up, you got Spider-Man throwing Stormbreaker at Thanos. What the frick? So, in Warstu fashion, so yeah, there's plot leaks going around, also information going around about Scarlet Witch's role. So I thought we'd jump on this because I'm definitely going to watch it. So, yo, what is good, YouTube? Voice you here if you're new around the subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, KU, Monsterverse, pop culture based content that I try to deliver on a daily basis. If you could subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, lads, and let me know. Would you normally watch Marvel animated? I wouldn't, because it's not even close to like average anime, but it does look pretty cool. Also, check us out on TikTok, Warstu. Check us out on Instagram, Warstu to see the face on the voice. And check us out on Twitter, WarstuG. So, this is going around the internet. I can't confirm if it's true or not, but the sources seem somewhat legit. So, in a world consumed by darkness, a relentless zombie plague has toppled civilization, turning heroes into monsters. A desperate band of survivors led by figures like Kamala Khan and Blade, we can see this in trailers, it does look pretty cool, fight for their lives, discovering the terrifying truth that is, this is no ordinary horde. The most powerful zombies controlled by the malevolent will of a zombified Scarlet Witch, and anything Scarlet Witch is involved, yo, I'm there. Retain their intelligence and speech, making them a cunning and formidable foe. Early losses are devastating, as heroes like Kate Bishop and Ironheart fall, providing no one is safe. Elsewhere, Shang-Chi, wielding the Ten Rings, wages his war against the dead. A flashback reveals his tragic origin. Bitten during the outbreak, first wave, he was saved from turning by his father, who sacrificed himself using the rings to halt the virus spread within his son. Now, 5 years later, Shang-Chi and his team navigate a Mad Max-style wasteland, their journey for sanctuary, leading them to the Wrath, an ocean fortress ruled by Baron Zemo. I mean, this seems pretty cool. It really does, and the trailers look really cool. It is here the remaining heroes converge, their brief moment of hope shattered when the Wrath is brutally attacked by an undefeated Namor. His Atlantean army, the survivors barely escape the massacre and flee to their Bastion of Hope, New Asgard. There they find a Katakata Thor broken since a catastrophic battle with a zombified Infinity Gauntlet wielding Thanos. But a far greater threat reveals itself when Wanda Maximoff appears, offering salvation only to unmask herself as the undead sorceress, pulling the strings. Their mission, to contact the Nova Corps for an off-world escape, ends in despair. The Corps are not a rescue party, but prison wardens, enforcing a planetary quarantine with a lethal force. Trapped and out of options, the heroes untangle on a final desperate gambit. They send the Hulk into the epicenter of the Infinity Stone explosion that destroyed Thanos, allowing him to absorb the raw cosmic power and become a godlike Infinity Hulk. This actually sounds really cool. This, however, was Wanda's plan all along. Her entire zombie army was merely a tool to subdue the new being and steal his ultimate power in an epic final battle between the last heroes and Wakanda legends. Everyone falls in the final moments. Kamala Khan is ensnared by Wanda's magic, tricked into believing she has been saved, but there is no salvation. The war ends not with a bang, but with horrific whispers. Wanda's traps with the consciousness of every fallen hero, in a shared illusion, a perfect world where they believe they won and are finally saved in a reality. There are all mindless zombies, the newest additions to her ever-growing army. The heroes are gone. The world is lost. Wanda has won. This sounds pretty darn cool, lads. It sounds really darn cool. Then there's some additional information from some scooper called The Beyond Reporter. Scarlet Witch plans in Marvel Zombies. Heavy spoilers below. Scarlet Witch plan in Marvel Zombie is revealed to be a calculated strategy for total domination, positioning her as the true mastermind behind the zombie threat. Her objective was not simply chaotic infection, but the creation of an empire under her immense control. Initially, Wanda uses the power to create a hive mind, possessing and controlling zombies with special abilities like Okoye and Hawkeye. This transforms the apocalypse into a coordinated and loyal army, which she uses to eliminate threats and deceive the saviors. Kind of sounds a bit like Avengers Doomsday. A clear example of her deceptive tactics occurs in New Asgard, where she appears in her human form to lower the hero's guard before attacking them. This sounds so freaking peak. Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch this, even if it isn't true. Based on the trailers and the kind of imagery stuff they're posting, somewhat seems true, because you can literally see the Scarlet Witch fighting a variation of the Hulk. Her plans evolves when the Hulk absorbs the energy to the Infinity Stone, becoming an entity of cosmic power. At the moment, Wanda reveals her army's true purpose to defeat this superior Hulk and steal his power for herself. The final battle is the culmination of her ambition. In the end, Wanda achieves victory, not through annihilation, but through complete subjugation. She defeats the remaining heroes, including Kamala Khan, by trapping their consciousness in a magic illusion in this fabric of reality. They believe they are alive. In fact, their bodies have been turned into zombies. Okay, this is very close to the one I just went over. Thus, the Scarlet Witch not only wins, but establishes her absolute domination over a reality where she is the absolute undisputed queen of the zombie universe. Lads, I don't normally cover this kind of stuff. When I mean this kind of stuff, like the What If show and the Spider-Man animated thing they did, but I've been watching some trailers and this looks absolute freaking insane. I believe there's not many episodes. I think there's maybe like 4 episodes or so. But according to the interwebs, according to IMDb, most of the main cast only appear in 4 episodes. Main cast, I mean, obviously they're voice acting here. It seems like the main cast member is Kamala Khan, Elizabeth Olsen, and Billy. So this sounds absolutely insane. Even if you're not the biggest Marvel fan or animated fan in the sense of watching animated content, I will watch this. This looks absolutely freaking insane. Obviously, the animation, it's not on Demon Slayer level. It's not on like average anime level for animation, but it's pretty good for Marvel. So likewise, guys, check us out on Instagram, Warstu. Check us out on Twitter, @StuJ, and check us out on TikTok, Warstu. And I will catch you in that next video very soon, lads. Catch ya later. P.S. Do you want me to actually review the show and stuff like that? Because I'm trying to go in a different approach with this channel. Don't worry, I'm still going to cover the leaks and stuff and rumors, but I'm trying to cover a lot more content. I just don't know what kind of stuff extra to bring to the channel. So if you're still here, thank you very much. Catch ya later.